Life begins in the dust. Faith fermented, mountains bruise. Fear is losing control. We are conquered, all states undone. Sin defeated, Jesus overcome. Mercy triumphs, the third day dawns. Darkness was denied, the storm was won. It shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forever. Jesus, our God, unstoppable. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forever. Jesus, our God, unstoppable. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. Shine your face forever. Jesus, our God, I sing aloud. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shine your face forever. Jesus, our God,
to love, to put the mission of sharing Jesus with the world above everything else. It's time. It's time to be the movement. And believe it or not, it's you that He's choosing. Let's pray. God, I don't want to wait anymore. God, we don't want to wait anymore. Everything we need to be the movement you've already given us. You gave it to us over 2,000 years ago on a cross. The resurrection power lives in us. Forgiveness and freedom are ours. And in that freedom, God is calling us to move. God, I pray tonight that we would be done standing still. That this group of students, this group of young men and women, it would be a movement when we go home. They would start a movement that would change this generation. Change this generation in the name of Jesus, for the sake of Jesus, for the salvation of His people. God, I cannot believe that you love us the way that you do. And it's crazy to think that you've given us this test, but you have. Your word tells us it's true. And so it's time for us to lean in, to step up, and to live out the movement of the gospel. We'll pray this in the name of Jesus. Amen. You guys can have a seat. God is good, huh? God is good, huh? I just want to say hi, forgiven and free. I want to say hi to you. New name, new smell, new host, new destiny, huh? Jesus is calling us forgiven and free. It's a sweet name. It's a better name than I've been called other times. We'll accept those names, won't we? Forgiven and free. Hey, so you guys walking around aimlessly in the dark. What was that all about? God, I ran into someone and they were like, Jesse has night vision goggles. And I thought, that was sweet. I want a pair. I've never wanted a pair of night vision goggles before. I want a pair now. Hey, how'd that light come in handy? Did it come in handy? My little niece's name is Sierra. All right, I love Sierra. I'm her Uncle Faye, and quite honestly, I take her with me everywhere. She's just all over me, and she's my little princess. I love her. I love this little girl. And when she was about 3 or 4 years old, I thought what does every uncle do? Gives their kids a flashlight. So I went and bought a pig that when you push the button, his mouth opens and the flashlight comes. Right? And I thought, I'm corn-fed, I'm from Iowa, so I got to keep it going. She's not, so she needs to know. We got to keep the heritage going. And so I was given this big flashlight. It was for Christmas, and she unwrapped it, and I had it all ready for her, batteries included, right? And we're in the living room, and it was like this, and she shines it on the wall. She says, "Hey, Uncle Hey," and it's the cutest little voice, and I'll never forget the words she ever said. She said, "The light doesn't work in the light. We got to take it to where it's dark." And so I took her to where it was dark, and she shined this light. She said, "It's beautiful in the dark, isn't it?" Because the mouth opened, and it was a picture of a farm. Because I'm from Iowa. But I thought this little girl gets it already, and I thought it was so precious. I just had this 3-year-old girl tell me the truth of the Bible. Like, the work of the light is done in dark places. But before I move on, I feel led to tell you who is still living in darkness. I think there is a dawning taking place in your life, and the Son of God is rising. I said, to those of you who are still choosing to live in darkness, there is a dawning taking place in look into that light. He wants that darkness. In fact, he will evaporate it. He calls it his. It's yours to give up. It's okay. It's okay, so give it up. I've been praying hard over that. I've been praying hard for it because your view from down there is just me. My view from down here is all of you. And you better believe I'm looking at all of you. And I'm praying for you guys. I've been praying hard. I got a list of names from your guys' pastors, just praying through them. I think that's the most powerful work that we can do, those unglamorous, quiet moments where it's just us and God. My goal isn't to pray more, though it is good. My goal is to get more people to pray. So I just figured I'll start praying for you one by one, name by name, forgiven and free. I love you guys. I love you guys. Let's receive. It's a received love. It's a weird thing that we've only known each other for a few days, and it was like a blind date. I'm sorry. I'm like that blind date. You're like, oh no. Oh no. My friend said he was going to be good. I hope you know Jesus sees you, Jesus loves you, Jesus wants to dance with you. I hope you know he sees you. Not only does he see you, he likes what he sees. It is the Jesus whose love you have captivated. Like I said, you are the apple of his eye. You are the one and only person on his dance card. He's not trying to get through other people to get to you. He sees you. He's madly in love. And though he is reckless with his love for you, he is not careless with your heart. Amen. So though he is reckless with his love for you, he is not careless with your heart. I've had so many conversations with you guys. And I think you underliningly know that God is madly in love with you, right? Do I need to hit that home anymore? Do you pastors need to hit that home anymore? That you got a God who's madly in love with you, but that is not enough. I think some of you think he may be in love, but he's probably careless with me. My life at home is fractured. Mom and Dad haven't been talking, and when they do, they only yell. Maybe your siblings aren't in a good place, and it's just frustrating, and home is not a beautiful place. And maybe at school, it's not the best place for you to be at, quite honestly, and you just hate it. Maybe you're trying to figure out your future, seniors and stuff. You're trying to figure out where God is and all of this. I just want to tell you, he is reckless with his love for you, but he's not careless with your heart. He's got you. And if love is an ocean and we're all sinking home, you better set your sails. You're for a wild ride. His love is deep. His grace is wide. You can't outrun his grace. It's a forerunner of mercy. And when grace enters the room, you better say, boom, mercy is there. Forgiveness is there. The aroma of being made new is there. This is stuff I believe. This is stuff I've seen. Today we're going to talk about the move that can't be stopped. We're going to talk about the move that can't be stopped. That our King is victorious. That the one who came down to be who we are came down to be who we are so that we could be completely his. There is purpose in his coming down. There is purpose in coming down. Like I said earlier, he didn't roll that stone away to get out of the tomb. He rolled that stone away so we could get in. He wants in. He's rolled everything away. He's inefficient with his love. He's taking any route that he can to get to you, to get right to your heart. And I tell you right now, if there's stuff going in your life, if there's secrets going on in your life, if there's things happening right now and you're hearing this, and it's frustrating, I pray you surrender it and see that light down. Because that's how forgiveness works. We get to be a part of the greatest exchange that ever took place. My sin for his grace. Your sin for his forgiveness. Your secrets for his newness. I once read somewhere, a wise man is the one who keeps secrets. A wise man is one who doesn't have secrets to keep. I think that stands true. I think that stands true. We're still fighting this idea of who we think we're supposed to be because this is what other people want from us. But I begin to tell you, Jesus loves you as you are. not your potential, but where you are. Because Jesus does not just walk a road and sidestep it, man. He comes inside of us. He walks with us in this road. That's the beautiful thing about the gospel. He rose from the grave. Why? So he could send someone better, the Holy Spirit, to come and live in us. I know he lives in me. Undoubtedly, the fact I got a God roaring inside of me. Because like I said, guys, I'm a landscaper. I'm not a pastor. Yeah, I do a lot of youth work, and yeah, I do some preaching along the ways. I just know there's a God living inside of me, and it's undeniable. There's a God living inside of you. I like that. I like that fire. You see the guys over here during the lip sync with their little lighter? Hey, pull that trigger. It's yours to pull. It's okay. Don't be afraid of this. What will people say? Who cares? If you're worried about the things that are seen and what are heard, that's okay. It's okay. I get it. I'm giving peer pressure. I'm 33 years old. Still do it. It's the sneaky lie adults don't tell you. There's more peer pressure at work. I guarantee you they're telling you to be great at school, but they're not being great at work. They're telling you to be forgiven. Not all adults give me grace. Son, peer pressure runs deep. It doesn't end when you're out of college or out of high school. It runs all the way to the end of age. That's why I'm dead set on integrity is not doing what is right when no one's watching, David. But integrity is doing what is right when everybody's watching. Everybody. And what is right is grace. I have this saying on my wall where you see made for me, my love. I love her. Because we have this mixed notion of what we think bravery is. We think bravery is just stepping out and doing just the most insane things. But we have this picture on our wall that says grace is the biggest kind of brave. I mean, accepting grace. You know that moment in your time you're like, I can't accept this grace. I don't deserve this grace. Guys, it is brave to accept it. It's humble to accept it. Or what about that moment when you want to retaliate so bad? Baseball players, football players on that game field, right? My day job is a sport farmer. I make football fields. I make baseball fields for high schools. I wanted to see how high schools work since I didn't go to one. I felt the need to get involved. But I see it. And I pray for all my Christian guys out there who feel the need to retaliate, but they know that is not brave. The bravest thing that we can do as a culture, as a generation, is extend grace. It's not feel like I need to get the last word in. It's not to feel like I need to have that. What you think of me, that's fine. I don't need to repaint your picture of me because Jesus is painting a picture. You're going to be brave on this road. Receive grace and extend grace all the time. Because the sneaky thing is when you don't, you start to allow bitterness to creep in, lies to creep in, hopelessness to creep in. You start to worry what everyone is saying around you, and before you know it, you're looking all around, and the last place you're doing is looking up. But I have good news for you today. Even though you're sitting here stuck looking around, you got a Jesus who sees you. I call it Jesus, I see you seeing me. I see you seeing me. So I lose many things. No, in fact, my mind mostly. And but I do. I lose many things. I'm the one guy like Joshy Bray and I were. Josh Braylon's my buddy. All right, he's the one I brought up with me. I've known him since he was like, this is junior high year. He's now a senior in high school, and I love him. I love him. I watched him go through chemo, fight the battle. He's fought, he's endured, and he's beat the cancer, and there's just a bunch of stuff. And I just see Jesus all over him. And I lose everything. And we set this stage today. This is a retreat for me too. So this afternoon we set a fire, and we sat around the fire. And I said, Josh, do you have a pencil? He's like, good, I gave you one yesterday. I was like, I know, I lost it. He's like, I've had that pencil for 6 months. How'd you lose it? And I was like, I don't know. I'm a loser. Just a loser. I'm just a loser. So it's undoubtedly, this is not a new thing. This is something I've done my whole life. I just lose things constantly. I don't even know where they go. So much to the fact that I've stopped giving up. Looking for them, I just quit. Now, when you get married, you get a wedding ring, right? Now, some of you have asked me to share this story. I'm going to talk to you about a devoted love. Not mine, God's devoted love over you. I'm going to talk to you about a devoted love. We've got a lot I want to share tonight. We've got a passage I want us to read. So when we would get married, when Reese's dad said, babe, you may now kiss your bride, and remember when you said that I told you that was the first time we'd ever smooched? And then she put a ring on it, and then I put a ring on it. I lost that ring. No! I lost that ring in 6 weeks, and then I proceeded to lose 20 more after it. It's not exaggeration. Not an exaggeration. I learned in my line of work, I work with a lot of machineries and things like this, that my ring would get caught on stuff. And I would end up always taking it off and putting it in places. I just take my ring off, send it over here, boom, I would never come back to it. And I would forget it, and I actually, for a couple years, like I said, my wife and I have been married for 12 years, so for about a year and a half, I didn't even wear a wedding ring. She loves me. She loves me. She loves me. I love that, bro. And so, now, I've been here in Minnesota long enough to know, guess what I hate is your winters. Oh, they are dark, and they are so cold. So cold. Didn't you love today's warmth? Were you all thinking the last sunshine we will have? Anyway. But they are cold. But what you guys don't know, and this is what I observed over a decade of living here in this beloved state, which I do love. You have 10,000 lakes, and I like to fish. I have 3 poles in my car anyway. There's that day in spring that nobody in the nation in their right mind would think it's a warm day, but it's that first day in spring when the sun's out and you can actually see the sunrise. Right? Blue skies, it's all good. Sun's out, it's warm, it's like 37 degrees, and we're wearing t-shirts. Loving life. I'm so glad you guys didn't know that day. You know that day, because you're like, why are we all Minnesota nice? Because we made it through the winter. It's just so nice to see that you are alive. That's how cold it is up here, folks. And I don't know if you come from the heartland like I do. It's not that cold. All right. And so it was that day. I remember that day because it was the day that I was forever scarred. It was the day that I would never forget. Reese wakes up and, like I said, she's whimsical and she loves to do fun things. And she said, hey, there's kids playing baseball on the ice and rollerblading out in the street. We got to go outside and go for a walk. I said, where are we going to go for a walk? She said, let's go downtown Minneapolis. I got a place I want to walk. We love the city. I love the city. We love to pray. We ride around in a car, and I got bags and things that I hand out to homeless people, right? And I just start chopping up conversations. You see, it's not one thing to just say you love the people, poor people, but if you don't love poor people, what's the point? What's the point? Talking about it. I'm not a hater. Grace over all of it. Grace over all of it. And so we would go downtown to Minneapolis, start walking the street. We went to 7-Eleven, got some slushies. Anyone else would think we're all crazy. And then all of a sudden, she goes, let's take a left here. And I'm like, okay. Let's take it right here. And I'm like, okay. And then she goes, oh, a tattoo parlor with an open sign. And I said, well, good for them. She goes, you're getting a tattoo today. And she pulled me in there. I kid you not. I didn't know this was coming. This was a huge surprise to me. And I said, I'm getting a tattoo today, but I don't even want a tattoo. I'm not a tattoo guy. I get tattoos, I'm just not a tattoo guy, you know? And she goes, you're getting your ring tattooed today. And we walked into that tattoo parlor, and that woman that had my tattoo covered in cat hair, she was. Listened to punk rock music, I was like, yeah, I belong here. Yeah, I totally did belong there. She knew it, I knew it, Breezy knew it, alright? But she would then put my finger on the table and said, hold still, and pulled out this thing they call a tattoo gun, I call it a torture tool. And then she would proceed to then just engrave my wedding ring onto my hand. I felt like she was trying to detach my finger from my hand. Alright, she had no grace over me. None whatsoever. And I would walk out of that tattoo parlor with blood dripping down my hand, and she said, now you won't ever lose your love ring, will you? So I have a ring tattoo. I think so often when we fall into love with Jesus, we see it as this ring that we can just take off and put off. Just take it off and put it somewhere. Go through a hard time, we're just going to take this love ring off and go through hard times. Maybe we'll come back to it, maybe we'll lose it. But that's not the reality of the gospel. You see, He has tattooed His love on your ring finger. He calls you His bride. Ladies, He calls you His bride. Gentlemen, He is your groom, it's a known fact. That His love is forever devoted, like a solid gold of ring or something. I heard it in a song one time. It's a forever love. It's not a sometimes love, it's not an every now and again love, it's a forever love, and He has tattooed it on your ring finger. He says, you may want to take it off, that's okay. But even if you're not living for me right now, dude, I'm still so madly in love with you. See, same love. We think He loves us more when we're up here than we are down here, but it's the same love. You cannot outrun His love. It's on you. I can't take this off. Nobody. Yeah. Or do I want to?